Too raw.
Man, what's going on, man? What's happening with the people, man? Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We only got a couple people up in here. I was gonna do the whole countdown thing. I was gonna do the whole, show prep thing and do all that extra fancy shit, and come out here and do my thing. But let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, man. It don't call for that. We just got our ass tapped tonight, live television, look embarrassing on all facets of the football. Nothing was good, nothing was positive tonight. I mean, there's nothing else to go about it. There's nothing else to go about it. There's no point in doing all the fancy shit tonight. You know what I mean? We can save all that for the morning show tomorrow when we do the official rundown. But for right now, I just wanted to go ahead and give me quick thoughts. Just after the game ended, man. There's nobody else on screen. We might have some other people that join later, but as of right now, it's just solo tip. Go ahead, voice your frustrations down below in the comment section, man. You know what I always say, man. Appreciate everybody. Like and subscribe, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here and you really feeling what you're hearing, whatever the case, right? Whatever the case. But appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, real quick. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, let's get it going. Either way, bro, let's be honest with ourselves, man. Let's be honest with ourselves and what we see. This is a terrible ass football team. Terrible, right? I mean, top to bottom, no talent across the board, right? I think it's very evident tonight. I mean, even against a 3-6 football team, you feel me? Even against a 3-6 football team, and you would presume they have their problems and their struggles, right? You feel what I'm saying? They have talent. You feel what I'm saying? They have talent, even with their 3-6 troubles, and even with their 3-6 start and embarrassment, whatever the fuck they got going on over there, they got talent. And you can clearly see the talent gap between us and most teams that we play, right? Like, I mean, it's just there. It's just there, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're gonna go ahead and start, going through the chat and all the extra. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna do all the fancy shit. We're gonna go do all the fancy stuff. We'll do it tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? When it's an official rundown show and all the extra. But this is just a live reaction, bro. I mean, let's just keep it a bean, bro. It's just an embarrassing ass football team. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. I mean, it's like you're a fan of this team and you have to stomach this type of performance under the bright lights, nonetheless. It's like Monday Night Football, and everybody gets to watch just how terrible we are. Just how garbage we are. Now, what I tell y'all before the game started early this morning, right? We turned the ball over. It's kaput. It's over. The game is over, right? I said this from the jump. I'm surprised we almost got a 40 ball hung on us if they didn't start taking a knee with 2 minutes to go in the game. You understand that, right? Anybody that plays football, you play sports, bro, you have somebody take a knee with 2 minutes left in the ball game. Yeah. There's no shot. That means you have no shot of coming back. Zero chance, right? So it's like that's where we at right now. For me personally, bro, like that irks me, man. That irks me that we continue to be fans of this team. We continue to be loyal to this team, and it's the type of performance we get week in and week out, especially since we moved to Vegas, right? But let me go ahead. Let's go through the chat, man. Let's vent together. Let me hear what y'all talking about. My boy Rose Town in the building, man. Salute to the nation, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you for tapping in. Edgar, let's get some music in here, man. This shit's like a funeral, dog. God damn. And it's like, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't even feel no type of way. I mean, we talked about it before the game even started. We know, the sensible fan in us know we're some ass, right? We're a hot pack of ass. But like, some of us, we continue to hold on to the hope. I get it. If that's what gets you through the week, I understand. But it's like you got to come crashing down to reality at some point. You know what I mean? At some point, we got to come crashing down to the reality and understand what this is. So, salute to my guy, Edgar Sosa. What an embarrassing game. And team, absolutely awful. Pete got to go, like now. If he's here next year, it's going to be the same thing. I agree. And we're going to get into it, right? We're going to continue to get into it. I'm sure that I'm going to find something to sit here and ramble and rant about. But, you know, keeping it honest with ourselves, right? We look, Pete's not the guy. There's a lot of people that want to preach the patience, right? The patience pushers. Oh man, you know, all you got to do is just be patient with Pete. Give him another year. This, and that. We look fucking terrible. We look terrible, right? I just want to know by some of the people that say practice the patience. We can't fire coaches week in and week out, especially with this, and we got to keep Pete in the sake of continuity. For those people, I really want to know, like, tonight, is this a notch under your belt? Like, this is a notch? Like, what positives can you take from tonight? Where? Right? Because even in certain ass whippings from certain coaches, right? You understand that this is a block. This is a step, right? Into saying, all right, bro, we're a terrible team now, but this is a block going forward for us to be a good team, right? You understand that we're certain teams that are rebuilding, but guess what? We're not a rebuilding team because Pete said he's not rebuilding, right? So notch that out your patience window. Next, what's the next positive that we can take? You can't tell me he practicing patience because Blue Kelly's still seeing fucking grass. Why is 36 still on the field? It makes zero sense. Most of us that's in here watching this, right? You at home, me, myself, we can go out there, probably no stretching, and give up the yardage that Blue Kelly just fucking did. 6 for 6, 87 yards is the whole stat line when targeting 36 on that side. 6 for 6, 87 yards, touchdown. But we practicing patience, right? Right, that's what we doing. Okay, I just don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't understand where the faith is coming from. Time and time again, we make roster moves that make zero sense, right? And it's not like it's just from the rookie standpoint. It's everywhere. We make zero sense in some of these moves. Caleb Rogers, inactive for a game like this. What sense does that make? Like let's keep it a bean. You know what I mean? What fucking sense does it make to have Caleb Rogers inactive for a game? Even if you're getting your ass whooped to this degree, you can still throw him in there for reps. Why in the fuck is Darian Porter getting snaps halfway through the third quarter? Why? But we practicing patience with Pete. He knows what he's doing. Does any of that shit make sense? None of it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like none of it. The willingness, right? Like, keep this in mind. The willingness to put Will Putnam at center. You know, Will Putnam at center and not even an inkling of thought to put JPJ there. Right? Not an inkling of thought, but quick. Will Putnam slide on in there. Let's put Jordan Meredith back in his regular guard position. Right? So quick to do it. Oh man, in week 11. But we practicing patience. You know, I don't understand it. I just don't understand. Let me go ahead. Let's go through the more of the chat, man. K King, man, appreciate you for tapping in. Hard to believe Chip is this bad. You know, we're going. I'm gonna push back on some of y'all with some of this. I'm going to. Tonight was not Chip's. Well, no, tonight wasn't Chip's best outing. I didn't like it, but I'm not going to sit there and just scapegoat it either. You know, if Chip isn't fired after today. Okay, the Cowboys YouTube fans really think they did something by winning against backups and third stringers. Well, we're ass, so I hope they're not celebrating this. We're fucking terrible. I'm surprised Carlson didn't miss a kick. Yeah. You know, he was probably the only bright spot. Probably that's it. Raiden, disgraceful shit. I turned my TV off by the end of the third. Oh, 100%. 100%. Wasn't watching no more of that. Couldn't watch no more. I catch the stats and shit, you know. I can't do. Even AP got. Hey, keep it real, bro. Keep it real. Look, tonight, if they wanted to, if they really wanted to, we all watched the game. They could have scored 40 tonight, 40 plus, If they really wanted to. That's the second time a team has showed us mercy. Because guess what? When we played the Chiefs before our bye week, y'all know it, they could have hung up 40 on that ass too. They showed us mercy. So second time, bro. So if I'm really counting and you really want to be technical about the shit, that's the fourth time that we're probably giving up 40 points under Pete's watch. 4. Technically, it's only 2 because you have the Commanders and you have the Colts. So technically, you only have 2. But when you really look deep and you look at that Chiefs game and you look at tonight, it definitely could have been 4. So let's stop, dog. Like, it's like a lot of people like to shit on AP and what was happening last year. Hey, man, at least guess what? There's an excuse. This is his first fucking year. This is an excuse. What's the excuse? You feel what I'm saying? There's zero. You can't sit here and tell me anything like, oh, man, Pete's done this before. Has Pete ever been this bad? Let's ask Seattle fans. Let's ask them. In his first years, was it this terrible? Did it look this bad? Was he making this many roster moves that made no fucking sense? I really need to know. I want to know. It just makes no sense, bro. Time is not on Pete's side to build long-term. No, it's not. And he's, Spytech looked like he wanted to build long-term. That's what the draft and his moves entailed. Pete don't look like that. Don't look like that at all. My guy Jeff, man, in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in. I could block better than Putnam did also. He was garbage tonight. Hot garbage. But what can you expect, right? Blue Kelly rose up the ranks quickly in training camp, and he became Deion Sanders overnight, right? Now all of a sudden, you move off of Jason Kelsey 2.0, right? You got to move him to guard so quickly. You got to move him to guard. And then you got to put Will Putnam in there, who rose up the ranks very quick, right? Where the fuck did Will Putnam come from and getting all these meaningful snaps before third rounders? Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? These are questions that only God can answer, man. Chat GPT can coach better than us. This shit is horrible, bro. I kid you not, dog. A fraction of the salary. A fraction of somebody's salary up in there that helps team building or either helps whatever the case with this team. I get us good to go. All we need a collection of fans, bro. A fraction of the salary. Swear to God, bro, we get this team exactly where it need to go. It's like the fans could coach this motherfucking team better than professionals. They get paid millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Right? Bro, I already said it. You give me a fraction of Pete's salary, ounce of that funky stuff, Mark, I'll get as good as rain. Don't you worry about it. I'll get as good as rain. Just give me a year and a half. We straight. Rodgers. They talked all week about him possibly planning to be scratched. Yep. Pete special. The Pete special, all right. He got all our ass, huh? Man, Besh with only that one play he did and went MIA. Ridiculous. Now, let's talk about Pete. Let's talk about Chip, because a lot of the blame will go towards Chip tonight. And I want to preface this by saying tonight, I will agree that tonight wasn't his best play called night. I will say that. I do feel like we could have earlier on in the game, we could have been running the ball more, especially in that first half. We should have been running the ball a little bit more in that first half. 2 rushes for him, unacceptable in my opinion. So that's on Chip. This game today, I did not like what he was doing. I did not like the game plan in its entirety. Doing what we were doing, bro. I felt like we could have ran the ball. The Cowboys were not all that great against the run. Now, if you're sitting there telling me now it's Will Putnam and fucking, all these peons in there trying to block, well, you understand why I was like, we gotta get this shit out of our hands. And again, we talked about it a lot on this show. We understand that when you're throwing the ball to Ashton Jency in the flat, that's basically a run, right? It's basically a run. You're just saying we can't traditionally run the ball right now, right? So That's I kind of understand that, from that degree, but still, I did not like the play calling as a whole. Today was not his best call day today. That's in my opinion. Now, in saying that, I'm not going to sit here and scapegoat the whole entire season on Chip Kelly. Even tonight, right? Yes, Chip wasn't great either, but on the defensive side of the ball, what positives were there? Where? You know what I mean? Pete's bread and butter, all right. Again, let's preface this by saying Pete's bread and butter was what coming in here. He does defense, right? He does defense. And in defense, what's the position group that Pete sits there and he works with the most? He really knows as far as defense. What is it? We all know what it was. The secondary, correct? How ass was the secondary today? Fucking terrible. Not only that, not only did they play terrible, but the roster moved to sit a better player. It's not even fucking, it's laughable, right? It's laughable. Your bread and butter is the secondary, and yet we've seen players in the secondary become worse under your watch. Worse. Palomao, worse. Out of position. That's what, see, in this defense, that's one player right there that definitely has that excuse as far as playing out of position. He's not a free safety. He's not. Palomao is not a free safety. We are watching him struggle this year because he is playing free safety when the whole time we all know he's better in the box. He's a better box safety. But we turn him and transition him into a free safety, bring in Shin. Now he's a fish out of water, playing out of position. That's what's happening. But that's under Pete's watch. You draft Darian Porter, which actually is not a bad move. Not a bad move to draft Darian Porter. But in doing so, you still sit him for a player that came the fuck out of nowhere. Nowhere. In Blue Kelly. 6 for 6, 87 yards tonight with 1 touchdown given up. George Pickens had his way. He had his, had anything he wanted to do, he had his way. Just despicable. Eric Stokes wasn't great tonight either when he's really sometimes our best corner. He wasn't his best night tonight either. So I'm not going to just put it all over there. It wasn't his best night either. You look at that D-line. We talked about it earlier in the day. It's nobody but 98. It's nobody but 98. That's it. And that's our problem on that D-line too. That's our problem. Let's look. Vito, appreciate you for tapping in. He says, I think our last chance at a win this season is the Browns. Hey, not too quickly now. not too motherfucking quickly now. Okay, because guess what? You still got to go against that monster 95 on the other end. All right. That man finna have 6 fucking sacks this Sunday. All right. My book this shit. Myles Garrett is single-handedly going to fucking kill our offense. Look here. There is no Myles Garrett type entity on the Cowboys defense. 0. He's gonna wreck shop next week. I wouldn't be too sure. Now, I mean, if our defense could do something, we might go ahead and squeak something out field goal wise. Field goal wise, we might squeak something out, but I'm not too confident in all that. Retired or you're fired, your choice. Mark to Pete. I would hope Tom Brady in the building today just to watch this debacle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all know, I talked about it earlier too, man. Y'all know how Mark gets when he gets embarrassed on prime time, right? We all know as a fan base, they should start to eat at Mark. Now Tom is in the building too to watch this goddamn debacle live and everybody get to making fun of you and talking about you and your team. Who knows what happens and what the conversations are behind the scenes. Edgar, unbelievable how you put Putnam at center and change Meredith at right guard, but couldn't put JPJ at center and Meredith at right guard. But Pete decides to do it now. Just shows Pete got to go. Exactly. That stubbornness, right? That aloofness, right? Like just stupid, bro. It just makes no fucking sense. The moves that happen, and then we come like everything's so jolly and good in the goddamn press conferences. And the next thing that I do want to say before we continue on this, bro, why I think Pete got to go. How many times in the last couple weeks have we heard man, I'm surprised by this outcome. Just so surprised by this outcome. And I don't understand how this is happening. You know what I mean? If that don't tell you that he has to fucking go, I don't understand what does. What does? The man is confused. He's fucking confused. He don't know what to do. He's telling us right there and there. He's telling us right now. He told us on live television tonight in front of millions. Man, I'm surprised, bro. I don't understand how this is happening. We fucked around and I thought we had a good week of practice and all that. Bro, the wheels are spinning, dog. They're spinning. He's trying everything in his power. He is trying everything in his power to spark something within this team, and it's not resonating. It's not fucking resonating, bro. This shit's not working. Whatever, you could tell me practice patience all you want, bro. But, like, I would do that if certain moves were being made, and I'm like, all right, bro, he's at least, like, trying certain things where I can see he's trying to get these guys better. You know what I mean? Blue Kelly's in. Rodgers is in. All these young guys get in, and we get this youth energy, right? And it's like, all right, you know, I can see what he's doing. You know what I mean? I understand. But it's not that. It's not that. He's legitimately making roster moves, putting in veteran players, spinning his wheels to actually win these games. And this is the result. Like, this man's trying. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker's trying. We think like a tank, you'd be like, oh, man, you know, they don't try. And it's like, you know, they purposely do it. No, they're trying. It's just the result of it. That's how bad it is. But yet, you know, patience, Edgar. You know what they tell you. If you don't practice the patience, bro, you're not a real Raider fan. You know what they tell you. I'm putting in the petition to change Geno Smith's name to Geno shit. Yeah, man, the dreaded Genoception today. You know, crazy. When will the pain stop? I just don't understand. I don't know. Who knows, bro? We remain faithful. We remain loyal. You know, but certain people expect us not to talk shit about the team or not to talk truth about the team. It's like, what world do you live in? You know what I mean? Like, what fucking world do you live in where we're this bad and you don't want anybody to say anything about how bad we are? It's like, bro, what the fuck? Our fans sometimes, they just, you know, it gets me. You know, you're supposed to have all this fucking Raider pride and you're supposed to do all these things with the team. You can't talk shit about the team or you're not a real fan or, you know what I mean? You can't say, like, I'm just not watching this fucking game because it ruins my mental health. If you say that, you're not a real fan. It's just like, I've watched this team lose for 20 plus fucking years. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? I'm still here. Yet, when we say certain things about this team, it's coming from the heart. It's coming from truth. That's all we can say, bro. That's all we can say. It's like, and we watch this and we supposed to what? Kiss ass? Where they do that at? Where somebody don't do their fucking job and we sit here and we supposed to kiss ass. Stop it, dog. Stop it. It's like, bro, there's like some people got to get up out that world that they living in and understand the reality of where we at, dog. Like, there's nothing. And the sad part is, like, there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? There's no control that we have. There is no say-so of what we think the team should be doing. No. They're professionals. They get paid for this. And we just got to sit, grin, and bear. Who knows, man? Maybe one day the dice will roll in our direction. But as of right now, we're fucked. We're fucked at the table right now. Can't win when most of the players are trash. It's not Pete, it's the people on the field. Again, he's putting... Who put the people there? What you mean, Johnny? Who put the people there? This motherfucker is like, this is the person who put the people there. This isn't the AP situation where most of the players are not handpicked, right? Like last year, you can get me with that. This is what I'm saying. Last year, you had that excuse where you could say, well, I didn't really pick these motherfuckers. Now I got a year to implement my scheme and system, my first year. And now coming off the first year, let's see how better we can get. That's not the excuse this year. Most of these people are handpicked by the head coach. He put those people on the field. And here's the result. So, yeah, you can't get me with that. No, you can miss me with that altogether. God won't even have the answers for this team. Nope. No, he wouldn't. You put Rodgers up there to talk to media, getting him excited. That's what he's going to start at right guard, but wasn't even active. Like, what is that? Waste of picks, honestly. Yep, 100%. Did you see the pregame interview with Kelsey and Geno on the field? They were asking him questions based on Geno being good and the leader, and he was like, yeah, this and that. Shut the fuck. Hey, bro, I ain't watched none of that. I don't watch no pregame. I don't watch no hype shit. I don't even get hyped for the games no more, man. Shedeur Sanders up next. If we lose, I have a good feeling we'll lose. Guess what? Because he's a backup quarterback coming into his second ever game. As a Raider fan, you know what that spells. It should spell doom for you. It should spell disaster. Sanders about to look elite. Oh, yeah, 100%. Perfect timing. Wait till Myles Garrett gets here next Sunday. They thought tonight was bad, Jeff. They thought tonight was bad. Oh, just wait. Just wait till y'all feast your eyes on Sunday. Oh, my God. It's going to be nasty. Are we at Cleveland or are they here? I really want to know. If we're at Cleveland, we're in that cold too. Oh, man, it's going to be fucking ugly. That's going to be dirty. It's going to be dirty. Damn, I think Garrett just got like 4 or 5 sacks on Sunday. He going to get another 4 or 5 this Sunday. He gonna get another 4 or 5 this Sunday, bro. If he don't, I'm surprised. I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised if he really does not get that sack total. Raiders lose to Brown 3-6, but Garrett has 5 sacks. I'm telling you, bro. You know, Max might have a nice little day, you know, but he ain't gonna have no 5 fucking sacks like Miles. Miles gonna get busy, boy. Woo! He gonna get busy. Coach, our fans are the worst. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Sometimes they are. Sometimes. You know, that's because we losing. All we bring out is the negative and the nasty parts right now. All we have is negative and nasty. We don't have nothing else to go on. We can't be positive about shit. Ain't nobody. I don't give a fuck what you're saying, what goggles you have on. Ain't nothing to be positive about. Nothing. So yeah, I understand it. Do we beat Browns or the Giants? If you're asking me which one we might beat and which one's more likely, it's probably Browns. Because if the Giants are playing Jameis Winston, book it up now. We getting cooked. We're getting cooked if Jameis Winston is playing with the Giants when we play them. Even if Dart plays, he'll have a nice little day. But either way. If Jameis plays, he can cook us either way. So I say the Browns are more likely because of the situation and where they're at. Probably there. Happy I missed second and third quarter. Oh yeah, you ain't missed nothing. Nothing but an ass whooping. You ain't missed nothing but an ass whooping. 100% Tyler. We all rather see Caleb rather than Putnam, but this is where we are. This is where we are. We're going to lose out, and the Chiefs will sit their starters and play third stringers and miss you last game and cook us too. Exactly. There's no faith to win any game, bro. There's no faith to win any game. You're doing this with veteran players, right? Veteran players. Nah. Can't do that, bro. Can't do that at all. I can't wave no pom-poms for mediocrity. Mediocre play and mediocrity. Geno and Chip's press conferences, I no longer watch. I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. I haven't watched like a post-game press conference in like 5 years. In like 5 years, I haven't watched a post-game press conference, no, media scrum or nothing like that. Damn near since they've been to Vegas, bro, I ain't watched none of that shit. None. I don't want to see, any excuse when it comes out of these players and coaches' mouths, dog. I just don't want to hear that shit. Keep that shit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be better. It's going to turn around. Like, no, I've been hearing that shit for like 20 years, bro. I'm good. We do not win another game the rest of the way. Talk to him. Oh, Browns is here? Okay. I mean, it really don't matter. Don't matter. The Browns fans travel, so. And we both suck, so. Home field advantage. I mean, it's lucky we're just not in the cold, because if it was in the cold, book it, he's getting 4 sacks, but. Now that he's not in the cold, it might be a little better. Woo! I forgot, dog. I forgot we play Philly. I forgot we do play Philly, man. Oh my God. My God. And I don't give a fuck what their offense looks like. They are going to run the ball all over our shit. Man. Woo, Saquon legacy game, baby. Frank Weber, Nation, help me face the music. Hey. Play the autumn wind. Play the autumn wind. That shit might help you. Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, I play that shit now. I don't even feel nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's that bad, bro. Sometimes, you help yourself as a fan. You try to feel some things. Maybe you watch some videos of the old days and shit. When I used to hear the autumn wind, I used to hear the Raider theme song, and she used to give me some pride. You know what I'm saying? Almost made me tear up a little bit. Made me think of what could be. I mean, maybe we could win a Super Bowl. We could do these things. Now I hear it, I don't feel shit. I'm numb. You know what I mean? I'm numb. I hear that autumn wind, and that shit just goes one ear out the other, bro. I don't hear a goddamn thing. I wish we had Eagle fans with New York media and held this team accountable. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Al Shador cooks us for 400 yards. Get that top 3 pick. Now you're talking the language. Talk that language, LS. Talk that language. Tyler, Saints, Titans, and Browns play each other 2 games left, so it's possible getting number 2 pick. Hey, all we need, bro, top 3 pick. Top 3 pick. Hope, preferably top 2. But if you get a top 3 pick, all the money we have, coaching spot looks more desirable for maybe a young hotshot coach on the offensive side of the football. But if not, yeah, who the fuck knows? Who knows where we'll go? Press conferences are pointless. I gave up watching those in the late 2000s. Yeah, coach. It's like, bro, like, what are we watching? What are we hearing? What are we hearing? I don't want to hear any of the excuse shit that you're trying to give me right now. Makes no sense. LS, Pete presses are garbage. If I wanted to sit down and listen to a motherfucker, listen to a lie to me, I'll put on Pinocchio. Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it, bro. Don't make no goddamn sense, bro. Don't make no sense. No sense at all. But yet, we continue with it, bro. I've said it, we said it for a while on this show, bro. Pete does nothing but lie. He don't do nothing but lie. But we continue on. Browns defense will get Shador on 12, 13 chances. We're going to have 7 3-and-outs that game and fumble a pick. Yeah, probably. Gruden has some entertaining ones. I'll watch him if we're winning. If we're winning, I'll watch him. You know what I mean? Like, especially, after a big win or some shit or something like that. Like, I'll be like, all right, I'll turn that shit on. Because you riding the high. Ain't no high to ride. Pause, but yeah, you know how I go. We don't deserve the slogan, just win. More like just lose, baby. This team just makes me laugh by how much we've been trashed for a long time. What can we say, bro? What can we say? The autumn wind has been reduced to a popcorn fart. 100%. Nothing, bro. I feel nothing when I hear it. I turn off the autumn wind like Granddad in the Boondocks turned off the Eye of the Tiger song. Yep. Tired of this damn song. 100%. Hey, appreciate my guy LS, man, for the $5 holler. He says there's no way you're even remotely getting any interest in this job without a top 3 pick. 100%. I'm not even confident a top 3 pick is enough anymore. So here's the thing. I will say that a top 3 pick, I'm kind of confident in. Reason I say that, I don't think we've had that in. I don't remember the last time we had a top 3 pick, top 2, top 3 pick, top 3 in salaries, cap space. You know what I mean? And having a head coaching opening. I don't remember the last time we've had all those things aligned. You know what I mean? It's usually like one of those 3 things are falling off. You feel what I'm saying? Either we got now you fuck up and you win a game. Now you're sitting there like pick 8. You know what I mean? Now coach wants to come here because I'm at pick 8. Your salary cap used to be fucked up. You know what I mean? So you couldn't really sign no players and do no moves and shit like that. Or they were stubborn and didn't want to get rid of certain coaches. You know what I mean? So now it's like those things might align. Coaching cycle might look good, right? Coaching cycle might have some guys. We have the money in free agency and the cap space. top 3 pick could be there. It could align. You know what I mean? Who knows? And then when we have it that way, you know, who does that? Now, this is the thing. We've only had top 3 pick 3 times in the whole history of the franchise. Wow. See, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And I understand, you know, Jamarcus, Gallery, these are guys that, you know, I don't know about Gallery all that much. I mean, maybe Gallery was okay, but Jamarcus is one that we shy away from. But we can't let these things shy us away from either picking the quarterback or having that top 3 pick, bro. Whoever we get this top 3 pick, it's probably going to be a guy, right? Shit, if it's not a quarterback, at least it's my guy from Miami, right? That D end that I like so much. Ruben Bain, bro. If we were to get Ruben Bain, right? This is the thing. I do want a quarterback. I want a quarterback bad, and I want a young one. Okay, now it depends who's coming out. If Dante Moore does come out, that's another one I like. I like him. I like Ty Simpson. But if you were to tell me the plan could be getting Ruben Bain and trading back up and maybe getting a Jaden Mayava if he came out, I wouldn't mind that either. Right? I wouldn't mind that either. Just as long as we got some talent and we have a quarterback. That's all I give a fuck about. Stockpile the talent and get a young quarterback. That's where I'm at, dog. So, and with the top 3 pick, again, not only do we have that in the first round, but we got it 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the above, right? So you're stockpiling high draft talent in those rounds. So imagine you get a top 3 pick in the second round, and the people, we see it every year, people that slide in those rounds, right? And people that should really be first round picks, but they slide to the second round and you scoop them up right there. This is the advantage of having this top 3 pick right now. This is what the fuck we need. We need to stockpile the big talent right now. So I think if we can get there, we'll be in good shape. But real quick, man, we about to get ready to get on out of here. I just want to do this real quickly, real brief. Didn't want to do a whole hour. But before we get out of here, y'all know how we got to end this thing. We ended off with end this thing off with the rundown, man, real quick. Man, rundown of it. Let me hold up real quick. What's the final score, bro? What's the final score? I mean, the Raiders just got their ass whipped tonight. Like I said, tomorrow we'll do all the fancy schmancy. We'll go through, we'll go through the stats. You know, we'll have some more topics tomorrow. We might have some games tomorrow. Thinking about what we can do as far as the Raiders, and we'll go through a full rundown show tomorrow. But today, you know, we just wanted to get our thoughts out there, get our feelings out there, really do the Raider therapy as we need it. Raiders lose 33-16, embarrassing fashion. They could have really hung up a 40 ball on us if they wanted to. Chose to let up in the end. Nothing more to say about this team, bro. We're 2-8. We're 2-8. I mean, we're trash. We're 2-8 with a coach that's actually trying to win and a hand-picked quarterback and a lot of hand-picked guys on his roster. You know what I mean? And some people like to practice the patience and preach the patience. But it's clear that this isn't working. And I really would love to know where all that patience shit was last year, right? Like, all of y'all so quick to do that this year, but then last year you were so quick to fire the first-time head coach going through a troublesome year, but you're not so quick to fire an experienced coach that pretty much had all the moves he wanted, and this is the result. I wish I had your resolve, man. I wish I had certain fans' resolves. Real talk. But this game was pure terrorism. Yep. You know, just sad we had to watch this shit. Sad we had to watch this shit. But yeah, man, either way it goes, bro. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Like I said, I'm gonna do a full rundown show tomorrow. Usually makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense. Usually I will go live on 11 o'clock Pacific time after the games Monday. I got something going on with Baby Rundown tomorrow. So I'm probably going to be a little late to that. Might catch me 12 o'clock Pacific time. Just make sure you keep your notifications on. We will be going live tomorrow to break it down. Probably not once, but maybe twice. You know what I mean? Who knows? Might want to do another session. Maybe might do a blunts and breakdowns. I'm definitely not watching film of this shit. I mean, it's over. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm not watching no more film of this team. It's just I can't do that. Why would I do that to myself? Subject myself to the team. I got a whole child. I'd rather be a family man in them instances. But real talk. Until then, man, until tomorrow, make sure you guys keep the notifications on. Appreciate everybody for tapping in on this short notice, man. I know there's a lot of people doing their reactions and their takes right now. But y'all tapping in with me, man, means a lot, man. So I really appreciate everybody that does do that. But like I said, I ain't gonna ramble on too much, man. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock Pacific time. Keep your goddamn notifications on, man. We're going to go through it in full detail tomorrow because there are some football things that I want to talk about tomorrow. We didn't talk about a whole bunch of intricacies, but tomorrow there's some football things that we want to talk about. So till then, y'all know what I always say, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on a Radio Rundown. Peace, and I'll tap in with y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.